children to my class again. So as you know children, I have uploaded up to part 8 of your work power energy, and up to part 7 I have uploaded the theory part, and in part 8 I have uploaded some numericals based on work power and energy. So today I am going to continue that next part of the numericals based on the work power and energy only. So again I want to tell you that if you want to do the numericals in your exam, then you have to understand the theory part properly. You have to practice all the formulas, then only you can attend the numerical part. And for the numerical part also, if you understand the theory and formula, everything also, practice is very necessary, because it is like your mathematics. Without practicing, you cannot do the numericals in your exam. So children, before starting, again I want to say you that you watch repeatedly the videos of the theory part and the numerical part and practice in your notebook so that you can do. So students, are you ready for today's class? So without wasting time, let's start the numericals. What are the remaining things? So children, here you can see that I have written one question, that calculate the work done. Means here you have to calculate the work done part by a student in lifting a 5 kg book. Lifting of 5 kg, that is the important thing of your question. From the ground and keeping it on a shelf. From the ground, she is lifting, a student is lifting, means acceleration due to gravity is working. And here the height is, how much height she is lifting, that is the 1.5 meter. So these are the important things, whatever you need to calculate the work done. Let's write it symbolically first. So here work done, W equal to question mark, it is asking. 5 kg book means it is the mass M equal to your 5 kg. Then after 1.5 meter high means height H, you can write height H equal to 1.5 meter. Then G has given acceleration due to gravity, that is the 9.8 meter per second square. So these are your data given. But as you know that W equal to F into S. So here F means your mg, because it is the student is lifting a book from the ground. So S means your H, F means your mg. So directly you can put the formula W equal to mgh, means you can write 5 into 1.5 into 9.8, and all the units are as your kg, meter and meter per second square. So you no need to change any unit. So directly you can calculate, and on solving this you will get the answer is 73.5 and unit is joule. As you know that the unit of work done is joule. So your final answer is work done W equal to 73.5 joule. That is your answer. Now children, see the next question, what has written. A car weighing 1000 kg, that is the answer, that is the given data, and traveling at 30 meter per second. Traveling, already it is traveling, and here velocity has given. At a distance of 50 meter, means S has given. Decelerating means retardation occur, means it lessens its speed uniformly. What is the force? What is the force? First it is asking the question force exerted on it by the brakes. What is the work done? Means two questions it has asked. Now first of all let's write the given data symbolically. That is the weighing 1000 kg, means it is the mass M equal to 1000 kg. Traveling at 30 meter per second, as you know that this is the unit of your speed or velocity. So you can write that initial velocity, means whenever you are observing that velocity is your 30 meter per second. So this is called your initial velocity U, that is your 30 meter per second. Then decelerating uniformly, continuously it is decelerating, and at last it will come to the rest. So directly you can put that final velocity V equal to 0. Then asking it what is the force exerted. So force F is your question mark. Now again work done is your question mark. Work done W equal to your also question mark. Now from the last only I will go. Work done means you know that W equal to F into S. So S has given, yes, S has given distance 50 meter. So you can write distance S equal to 50 meter. Yes, we got one data that W equal to Fs, F into S. But we don't know the F. So you have to find out the F. So F equal to MA, as you know that one. But M has given, A is not there. So you have to find out A from B, U and S. So as I have told in the previous video also, you have to remember the equations of motion whatever you have read in the 9th class. So as per your convenience, as there were 3 equations of motion, whatever you can put according to your given data. So here I am going to put the third equation, VUS has given. So the third equation is V square minus U square equal to 2AS. And from this I will calculate A, and from A I will calculate force, then after I will calculate W. So your V is, you can see it is 0, so it is 0 minus U, you can see it is the 30, so this is the 30 square, then 2, A you have to calculate, S also has given 50, so you have to put the 50. So now 30 square is your 900, so it is all are the into 2 into A into 50. So here you are getting 100 A. So A equal to minus 900 by 100, A equal to 9 meter per second square, it is minus. So what is the in minus sign indicates you have to write. As it has given the DSL rating means retardation occurs. So here you can write minus sign indicates retardation. Minus sign indicates retardation. So this you have to mention. So there is you cannot you no need to put here minus sign, only you can put the 9. So here you got the acceleration, that is the 9. Now putting this A here, first of all you have to calculate force. Force means that is the force equal to F equal to M into A. So here M has given 1000 into A, you get the 9. So your answer is 9000 Newton. That is your answer of the force. It is the unit of the force. Now let's calculate the work done W. Now children, I am going to rub it because I will calculate the W here. So force, as you got that 9000 Newton. Force F equal to what you got? 9000 Newton. Now as you know that W equal to F into S. So F means you got 9000 and S already you know that one, the 50 meter. So you got that one 45, 1, 2, 3, 4, it is joule. Or you can write 45 into 10 to the power 4 joule. So this is your final answer. That is the work done is the work done W equal to 45 into 10 to the power 4 joule. So you have to write like this. This is your final answer. Now children, let's go to the next question. Now children, let's see the next question. Calculate the work done. Load of 100 kg. Then lifted vertically. Again G is needed by 5 meter. That is the distance. Now write the answer. What has given first? Calculate the work done. You have to calculate means work done W question mark. Load of 100 kg. Kg means this is the mass. M equal to 100 kg. Lifted vertically by 5 meter means your H. Height H. Vertically it is lifting means it is the height. Height H equal to 5 meter. Now as it is the lifting, so G is needed. So G equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Now as I told that one, as it is lifting, if you want to calculate W, you can direct put the formula that work done W equal to your mgh. So you will get the answer 100 into 5 into 9.8. Directly one multiplication is there, and your answer by solving this you will get 4900 joule. So your final answer is work done W equal to 4900 joule. So children, this is your final answer. Now go to the next question. Now children, see the next question. A person does work equal to, it has given, work given 2500 joule. Joule means work done is there. In climbing a tree, again the person is climbing, means work done against the gravity, and of height 5 meter, H has given. What is the mass of the body? It is asking about the mass, that M is what one. So here G has also given, that is the 9.8 meter per second square, because G is needed. Now let's write all these things symbolically. That what has given? Work done W equal to 2500 joule given. Again what has given? Height H has given. H-E-I-G-H-T. Height H equal to 5 meter given. Now what is the mass of the body? Mass is asking. Mass M is the usual question mark. Then what is the acceleration due to gravity? As it is given, 9.8 meter per second square. So as I told children, if work done has given or work done is asking, directly you can put the formula mgh if anything is going the under the gravity. So directly you can put W equal to mgh, you know the formula, but from here we want the mass, then M equal to W by GH. Now do the W by GH, what it will come? M equal to W has given 2500 by G 9.8 and H is your 5. Now solve this one. On solving you will get that answer is your 51.02 kg, or you can write that approximate value at M equal to 51 kg. So that is your final answer. Now children, understood? Now let's see the next question. Now children, read the next question. Two bodies of equal masses, two bodies, they are having the equal mass, move with the uniform velocity. Both are moving with uniform velocity, but their velocity are different. One is having V, another one is having 3V. Then find the ratio of their kinetic energy. You have to find the ratio. So what to do? Here you have to put the formula of kinetic energy. Up to 4th, I derived the work done, all the formulas based on the work done. But here it is coming under the kinetic energy. So you have to recall the formula of kinetic energy. So as you know that kinetic energy formula, that is the half mv square, half into mass into velocity square. Now here as two bodies has given, and you have to find out the kinetic energy of both the bodies, then after you can find out the ratio. So first kinetic energy K1, suppose you find out, and M is both are the same. So M1 you can take or M2 take, or directly M you take, because M is the same in both the cases. Only the velocity is different. The first body having the velocity V, and in case of the second body you have to put the 3V. So here half M is same, so it is the your V1 square. Now that is the second body. It is the body, first body you can get. Then second body K or K2, directly you find out the K2. So K2 equal to half, M is same. Here V means you cannot put V, V means V, and in the second case it is the 3V square. You have to put the whole. Then after half M, it is the 9V square. Now whatever the extra thing you see, half means half is there, M means M is there, V means V square is there, only 9 is the extra. So you do one thing, 9 you take out and you write the half mv square like this. So what will happen here? You will get that K2 equal to 9, putting the value, that is the K1. Now you find out the K1 by K2, means it is the K1 by K2 equal to your 1 by 9, or you can write that one. The final answer is that K1 is to K2 equal to 1 is to 9. This is your final answer. This is the ratio of the kinetic energy of the both the things. Now children, next go to the next question. Now children, let's read the next question. A man drops a 10 kg stone from the top of a 5-meter ladder. What is the kinetic energy when it reaches the ground? What is the speed? Again, what is its speed just before it hits the ground? Why it is asking just before it hits the ground? Because whenever it will hit on the ground, it will come to the rest position. That's why that time the speed will be 0. So we have to calculate the speed just before it hits the ground. Now see how to calculate. So first of all, let's write whatever the given things first. 10 kg means you know that one. Every time I am telling mass m equal to 10 kg. Now 5-meter ladder means as it is also the ground, and all are the related to the acceleration due to gravity. So here also you can put height. Height h is how much? That is the 5 meter. Again, what is the kinetic energy? Means your kinetic energy is your question mark. Now speed or velocity, that you can write, that is the v. It is also question mark. Velocity v also you can write. Velocity v is your question mark. Now see, first of all, let's see the kinetic energy. You have to calculate kinetic energy, means what is the formula of kinetic energy? That is your half mv square. Half m is there. V square means it is given the v. It is asking v, you don't know. Now h is given, or h means it is as it is the under the gravity h came, but h means whatever h means that you can put the s. So again you have to go to the equation of motion, and maximum time also you can see that one. The third equation I am putting here also. I will put the third equation only, because v we have to calculate, or as it is asking the speed, then as you can put that u equal to 0, and a means it will turn to the g. So I know everything. G has given, that is also 9.8 meter per second square. So from the third equation of motion I will calculate v. How? v square minus u square equal to 2as I can put, or 2gh. Here I will put the 2gh because it is under the gravity. So v means I will calculate, it is 0, then 2 into 9.8 into h here 5. So on solving this, you will get v square equal to 2 into 9.8 into 5. So on solving this, I will get that v square equal to 98 meter per second. So as it is asking the speed, so v means root over 98. So you will get 9.9 meter per second. So this is your v. Second question, second bit answer, you got that one v. Now go to the first. It is asking the kinetic energy. So kinetic energy, for that I will drop all these things. So kinetic energy means, as you know that, half m v square. So here half m has given, that one m has given, that is the 10, and v square you got the 98, you put 98. So on solving this, you will get that mass equal to kinetic energy equal to 490 joule. So your final answer, kinetic energy equal to 490 joule. This is your final answer. Now children, are you getting me? See properly. So next go to the next question. Now children, read the next question. A body B of mass 20 kg, a body B, is moving with a velocity of 5 meter per second. Another body C, suppose C of mass 5 kg is moving with the velocity of 20 meter per second. Now calculate the ratio of the, this is the first bit, ratio of the momentum of B and C. So first we will go to the first question, whatever it has given data, let's write. So we will calculate first the body B. whatever the mass, that is the mass m equal to 20 kg. Then its velocity, means you can write the initial velocity or whatever, it is the 5 meter per second. Now go to the body C, whatever given, that body C mass m equal to 5 kg. Now its velocity equal to 20 meter per second. Now what is asking? Ratio of momentum. Here momentum is asking, means you have to recall the formula of momentum, children, what I have taught in the previous video, that momentum equal to momentum P. You know the symbol? Momentum P equal to m into v. That means here 20 into 5, that is the 100 kg meter per second. Here also you can find out the momentum P, or you can write here P1. Momentum P2 equal to what you will get? mv. There is mv, means here 5 into 20. Here also 100 kg meter per second. Now as it is asking the ratio, you have to find out the P1 by P2. So if you are finding P1 by P2, means that is your 100 by 100. That answer is your 1:1, or 1 by 1 means 1:1. So your final answer is P1 is to P2 equal to 1:1. This is your final answer. Understood, children? See properly. Now go to the next question. Now children, see the next question. A moving body weighing 400 Newton. Newton means force only. Possesses 500 joule of Ke, means your kinetic energy 500 joule. Then what you have to calculate? Calculate the velocity. V you have to calculate. Very easy answer. First of all you write that one, that your F equal to 400 Newton. Force you can write. Or weight, mg. Weight means you can otherwise write the mg. mg equal to 400 Newton. So here your g has given, that is the 10 meter per second square. You have to put that one. So your g has given 10 meter per second square. So as it has given weight, so weight means mg, 400 Newton. Now what has given? That kinetic energy it has given 500 joule. Now as you know that it is the kinetic energy equal to half mv square. So from here you will calculate the velocity, means half mv square equal to 500 joule. Now you don't know m. From this only you have to find out m. Means here m into 10 equal to your 400 Newton, because you know the value of g, that is the 10. So here m equal to 400 by 10. This is your 40 kg. So m equal to how much came? 40 kg. Now you can put this m here. Now half m means your 40 and into v square equal to 500 joule. Now take this one, it is the 20. So 20 v square equal to 500. Then v square equal to 500 by 20. It is your 25. Now v equal to root over 25. That is your 5 meter per second. So this is your final answer. You got the velocity, that v equal to 5 meter per second. Now you got it, children. It is only calculation, that half into 40 into v square, and calculation is here. Now see properly, then we will go to the next question. Now children, see the next question. A ball of mass 200 gram falls from a height, means acceleration due to gravity, of 5 meter, means your height. Then what will be its kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is asking. When it just reaches the ground, as I have told that one, if it touches the ground, then your velocity will be 0. That's why we are calculating the velocity or anything, kinetic energy, just before it reaches the ground. So for that what we need? Acceleration due to gravity, g equal to 9.8. Now write in the symbolically, that is the mass, m equal to 200 gram. But children, here is your main thing, keenly you have to observe it. you don't do the haphazardly. Means, as I told that your mass must be in kg. So you have to change it in the kg form. That is the 200 by 1000. That is your 0.2 kg. Otherwise your numerical will be wrong. After that, height has given. Height must be in meter. So now you see that it is given or not in meter? Yes, it is given. So no need to change anything. 5 meter. Now what will be its kinetic energy? Means kinetic energy is your question mark. Now what is needed, children? G is needed. Then it has given G equal to 9.8 meter per second square. So as you know that one, for this what you are asking? Kinetic energy half mv square it is needed. So v square we don't know. Again you have to find out v square from your third equation of motion. Now go to the third equation of motion again here. That as you know, many times I have told, v square minus u square 2gh, because it is under the gravity. So 2as or 2gh, everything is same. Now you have to calculate v square. It is 0. Now 2 into g means your 9.8 and h means your 5. So your v square, now calculate here v square here 98 meter per second. Now no need to calculate v because it is not asking, because the same problem only I have done before, that there it is asking about the v, but here it is not asking, so you can keep it like this. Now find out the kinetic energy. As you know that half mv square. Now half m means whatever given, that is the 0.2, and v square you will get the 98. So your answer is, by calculating, it is the 980 joule. So your final answer is, you can write kinetic energy equal to your 980 joule. This is your final answer. Now children, it is the 9.8 joule because it is the 2 by 10. So by calculating you will get the 9.8 joule. So this is your final answer. Again you go through it. So your kinetic energy equal to 9.8 joule. Now go to the next question. Now children, see the next question. A girl of mass 35 kg climbs up from the first floor of a building at a height 4 meter. Height 4 meter above the ground to the third floor at a height 12 meter above the ground. Then what will be the increase in, what question? Increase in her gravitational potential energy. Here another question it is asking, gravitational potential energy. So you have to remember or recall the formula of gravitational potential energy, that is the mgh. Now see what is the question. First let's write that one. What we understand first? First mass m equal to 35 kg. G you can put 10 meter per second square. Now here you have to understand the question properly. Now where is the girl first? Girl is on the first floor. Where is the girl first? Suppose this is the first, ground, first, second, third. Now girl is here. This is the ground floor. This is the first floor. This is the second floor. This is the first. This is the second. This is the third. Now right now girl is here only. Girl is here only on the first floor. But here it has given that first floor is above the ground, that is the 4 meter. Means from here to here, that is the 4 meter. Means already the girl has reached on the 4 meter. After that, what is the height of the third floor? The third floor at a height 12 meter above the ground. Means third floor is total, it is the 12 meter. Now the girl has to rise from here to here. Here to here. Means you see what is the then distance from here to here? It is 4 meter. It is 12 meter. So what is the distance from first floor to third floor? That is the 12 minus 4. It is the 8 meter. So here the girl will rise the 8 meter from the first floor to third floor. So first of all you have to find the distance that girl has to move. So here the height equal to height that girl has to move equal to, that is the 12 minus 4, that is the 8 meter. So here the height h equal to 8 meter. Height h equal to 8 meter. Now directly you can put the formula for the gravitational potential energy. Gravitational potential energy, that is the what has given mgh, as you know the formula. So m means your 35, g means it has given 10, h means it is the height. So by calculating you will get the answer, that is the 2800 joule, as energy is the joule, so it is your final answer. So children, understood the question? Now let's put a glance once. So children, this is all about the today's part. Hope you understand this. So see the videos repeatedly, practice these numericals repeatedly, and before going, just I want to share every time as I am telling that one, like my video, share and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe and practice it. And for today, that much only, and thank you very much.